talking, obviously, several defensive players. Sean Dean talked about the linebackers really haven't scored touchdowns. You got two. How much do you hold that over some of the other players on this team?
I mean, we don't really brag about it for real. Just when we able to capitalize, you know, on another side of the ball instead of offense, it feels good. So
You ever play offense in your life?
yeah, high school. Yeah, that was like my main position in high school. I played receiver, kick return, punt return, stuff like that.
You're pretty natural with the ball. The way how do you describe your running style?
Um, like when I get the ball, I just turn to offensive player. Like all the things from high school and my little league, they just come back and play, and I just see things and try to make plays.
Did you try to play receiver here when you got here?
I wanted to. I wanted to at least give it a shot, but Coach Saban he ain't had it. So
You have uncanny field vision. I mean, just being able to kind of see the whole entire field as you're setting up those blocks and the run backs. I mean, because I think you, at one point, you returned, I think, almost 33% of, like, any interception or punts that you'd for touchdowns. Can you talk about that?
I mean, we practice it on the field. Like when we catch an interception, everybody turns and block the nearest receiver. It's just able to see things and make cuts and reads and just capitalize.
Also with punt returns, Saban was talking about the decision-making process of like catch it, the field didn't run it back. I guess what goes through your mind? What checklist are you going through when you see a ball in the air?
This person, and I misjudged the ball a couple times, but I just got to be more aggressive attacking the ball and just getting us good field position if I can't return it. Fair catch and don't let the ball bounce behind me. That was one of the things he kept talking about.
You had one where I think you waited for it to bounce. And that was one of your bigger returns of the day. It bounced right in front of you. Then there were defenders all around you at that point. You still made like 33 yards, I think, on the return. Walk us through with something like that when you're waiting on a bounce, got to time it right. A lot of other things happen.
I actually think if I would have attacked the ball, it would have been a touchdown or a bigger return. So, it just bounced and I just seen the cut left, and then I seen some of my teammates, and I thought Julio was gonna make a block, but the guy was turned. His back was facing, so he didn't want to clip it, so I tried to cut back and just try to make something happen.
Is the moment after an interception kind of like the same thing as the moment after a punt? Well, after you return a punt, like when you're seeing the ball upfield, does it differ any?
Kinda, but not really. I know on the punt, I know guys coming down full speed at you, so you gotta, make the right read. If you're gonna return it, you can return it. But if you're not, you better call for a catch so somebody knocks your head off. And the interception return, everybody's running the opposite way while you're running, the other way. So I guess it's kind of different.
Is there wrestling at all when you're looking up in the air, you hear footsteps coming at you in the punt?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Like I said, you don't want nobody to take your head off, so you try to keep your eye on the ball and keep your eye on the defenders running down the field. But it's fun. You make big plays for it.
Mark Barron said, this week that defenses in the NFL are less complicated than the defense that he saw at Alabama. What's so complicated about, the defense at Alabama, like some of the things that you have to learn, especially like with the pattern matching, and can you talk about that?
I'd say the biggest thing is formation recognition. You gotta recognize formations, then when they motion, even the whole other defense, now everything's switched. And it's just things like that, full strong low and things like that. It's kind of complicated. And just you got to really pay attention and have your eyes in the right spot and focus.
Is that like the Rip Liz thing that you guys do?
Yeah, like Rip Liz, buzz, where it comes down, when to spin, when not to spin. And if you blitz from this side and motion change, you blitz from the other side. So it's kind of complicated. Yeah. Definitely.
When you were being recruited, were you a little surprised that you weren't getting more attention than you did?
Not really, because I played like my senior year, so everything started coming in late. But when they came in, I was actually surprised that I got as many offers as I got, because being a one-year guy in high school, so I was kind of shocked.
How did Alabama kind of find you?
I'm not sure. I just know Coach Stalin started recruiting me before he left. He started recruiting me, so I always said, he was diving in the rough. He was diving in the rough and play it out for the best.
Does being a diamond in the rough, does that kind of inspire you as you go along in your career?
Oh yeah, most definitely. Being an underdog. I've been an underdog my whole life, so people doubt, just prove them wrong. That's one thing I can say I'd like to do.
What have you seen out of Jeremy Sprinkle, the tight end at Arkansas?
He's versatile. He's a big guy. He has good hands and he can run smooth routes and he's a good blocker. So we just really got to be on top and have our eyes in the right place.
Over the last few years, this defense has kind of made pace, the fastball kind of offenses. What's different about facing a team more traditional like Arkansas, maybe like Alabama a few years ago?
I mean, it's just physical. You know, you will be in the trenches. You know, they're going to keep running the ball until you stop them. And, you know, they're going to throw the ball, but you can't stop running, but keep running. So you just got to be physical, control your ground.
It's a challenge for a defensive back like yourself.
Yeah, I mean, just coming down, playing the box, and be ready to tackle and make plays.
That said, how much has their offense evolved since when you first got here? How different is it now to that?
It's basically the same thing. You know, they still, like I said, it's in the trenches often. They're going to run the ball there, throw I formation, things like that, and being nickel. I mean, not, well, barely in nickel, so they're being a lot of green and silver. So, you know, safety's going to be down in the box a lot this game.
Talk about Joshua Jacobs. He just played 100 yards, scoring a touchdown or two a game. How impressive has he been so
I
far?
mean, that's very impressive. I mean, just to see a guy like him, you know, he did it in scrimmages over the summer. We used to say, like, man, hey, he's going to be something special. Like, he's a workhorse, man. And just happy for him, you know, watching guys like that, first-year guys come in and make plays and watch them grow and get older and just see what they're becoming. It's a great feeling.
He's got really quick cut. Like when you're as a DB and you're kind of looking down on it, you know, how difficult is that sometimes to read that and make, you know, not get tripped up?
It's real difficult. You know, we do tackling drills on it. Don't stop your feet. You stop your feet with a guy like that, he's gonna make you miss. You know, most of the time. So, like I say, he's a great guy. He's a great back, and he works hard. So it's paying off for him. I'm happy for him.
All right, thanks, Eric.
Thank you.